What up, y'all? Welcome to the Gunslinger Gaming Frosty Pints podcast. I'm Gobi, and joining me tonight is DrNiggle and Leetness. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good. And
Terrific.
I'm gonna go out to Nevada this summer or this fall and get me an alien. He's gonna be my little buddy, and we're gonna pal around all over the United States doing crazy stuff. They never made a movie about that before.
Pick me up one of them plasma guns.
Was it Paul?
I don't even know. I can't even remember.
Yeah, that's kind of the craze right now. I did see a video. The guy who started the Facebook post came out and was getting interviewed and said it started as a joke. And it was all a joke, and they just want to make it into a festival instead of people actually storming the base and getting hurt.
Trying to storm a military base, which is really not a smart idea.
No, they might not use lethal rounds, but I'm guessing you're not going to get out of there without a couple of years in jail.
Rubber bullets fucking hurt.
I like the might not.
God. So what I thought was so funny about this is that I knew I had read on Facebook, actually somebody posted up on Reddit that they had spoken to the guy, and they're like, he's kind of quietly freaking out because he didn't think that this was going to get as big as it has been, and he's like surprised that the FBI hasn't come knocking on his door yet.
Bud Light's even releasing an Area 51 special edition beer.
It was funny. I didn't realize. So there's a nifty scene for all the Mass Effect players, the people who have played Mass Effect 1. You go to Luna, and apparently there's a Russian debris from a Russian space mission up there, and the Earth is upside down from the moon.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of the missions on Luna.
Huh.
I was reading on Reddit. One of the guys goes there every July 20th, which is when Neil Armstrong set foot down on the moon or whatever. And apparently that is the date.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was nifty read. Also, Arma 3 is getting an Alien DLC. Comes out next week on the 25th.
Alien Fever.
Yeah, people are getting way too jacked about this Area 51 stuff. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. You want to go out there. You want to be in the middle of the desert and somehow coordinate a music festival. I wish you the best luck. It sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a lot of people are going to die of heat stroke. But I encourage it. I think it's a good idea.
I'll see you there.
I'll be watching.
You kind of go through the same thing, like right after Independence Day came out or some shit. Wasn't there a big alien craze back then?
Wasn't Independence Day released in like 1994?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
so
in the 90s.
Right. So I was 8 years old. I had no concept. I had no concept of Area 51.
Oh, come on. You don't remember watching that movie and thinking about Area 51?
Now that I think about it, I think Independence Day might actually have been 1992. Come here, IMDb.
Funny, I remember that movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was in my early teens. So.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong twice over. Independence Day is 1996.
Yeah, so I was in my teens, for sure.
Yeah. I was almost in high school.
Oh, jeez, I was almost finished high school.
You graduated in 99?
8.
98? Yeah, I graduated 01.
You guys are old.
You're old.
We're establishing that fact right now. Yes, we are.
I'm not old.
By the way, if somebody listening hasn't actually seen Independence Day, the 1996 movie with Will Smith, Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, Mary McDonald, Judd Hirsch, Robert Loggia, Randy Quaid, Margaret Collins, James Redbourne, Harvey Fierstein, Adam Baldwin, Brent fucking Spiner, bitches. That's Data. The Data. Vivica A. Fox, James Duvall, Lisa Jacob. It's a good movie. It's worth a watch.
It's very good. It's
fun.
definitely one of my favorites of all time. It was
Yeah,
good fun.
It was good fun. Definitely didn't win any Oscars, but it was a hoot.
No, it didn't. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't blowing your mind, but it was.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah, exactly. Give me my motherfucking cigar back. It wasn't Samuel L. Jackson though. It was Will Smith. So it was like, give me my cigar back, sucker. Instead of motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, I want my cigar back, please.
That man single-handedly killed the word motherfucker.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, it's a quote from The Hitman's Bodyguard by Ryan Reynolds, quoting Samuel L. Jackson.
I mean, he ruined it for a lot of other people.
Oh, fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah. Leave it to Ryan Reynolds to put a fourth wall joke in the middle of a completely straight movie.
It was, it wasn't very highly rated, but I did find it quite funny. It was like one of those buddy cop movies, but neither one of them were buddies, and they weren't cops.
So, if you're just joining us, welcome to the GS Movie Podcast. We'll be discussing our favorite movies. This is like dangerous. This is how we fall into just rambling conversations. Which I'm all about. I'm all for it. You want to talk movies? Let's talk movies.
I was just thinking, we haven't talked movies for a while, but I guess we could talk about some gaming stuff.
Oh wait,
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
I wasn't done with Area 51. Oh god, I want to talk about Area 51 more. The guy who came up with it dresses like Naruto. So that's pretty much it. In his TV interview, he's dressed up full. He's actually not dressed as Naruto. If you look at the TV interview that ABC did with him.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering what was up with his headband.
Yeah, that's so. It has the Forest Village logo on it, but it's got the line through it, which means that he's a fallen or disgraced or ex-ninja there, and he's also wearing the Uzumaki robe. So he's actually part of Clan. What is that? Or Uchiha? Something like that. I think he might be role playing as someone related to Sasuke. But that I just think it's hilarious. He went on live TV and looked like that, and every time it's come up on Fox, I heard it come up on ABC. Now I've heard it come up. Okay, let me find the quote, and you can hear how ridiculous this is when I read it with a straight voice. Okay, so they are quoting him what he said in his Facebook post. If we Naruto, run, we can move faster than their bullets. Let's see them aliens. Roberts wrote, referring to the Japanese anime Naruto, a title character's distinct running style, in which he runs with his arms outstretched behind him. When you take this shit seriously, it makes us realize you have no idea what's happening.
Oh, I love the lead up there. Great lead up.
Fuck's sake, man. Fox was even worse. Fox was treating this just like they speculated as soon as it came out that these people were actually Russian bots that were like trying to like cause disruption in the government or some shit like that. And Reddit had a fun time with that. YouTube comments also had a fun time with that. They're usually vicious, but they really gave it to Fox.
Good.
Yeah, I can't say I'm sorry about that.
No.
Before we get off track, back to gaming. So a game that we all play that no one of us has logged into anytime soon. Ghost Recon Wildlands got its final update and gave us Mercenaries mode.
Oh, it did.
Which, to me, is Ubisoft's Ghost Recon's take on Battle Royale.
Oh, no.
I mean, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, it's not technically Battle Royale, as you can read about, but there's basically a circle you have to hold to win. What game does that sound like?
You have to what? You have to what to win?
You have to hold the circle, hold the line,
Oh.
hold the door.
Okay.
In order to win. It sounds a lot like interception missions in Warframe.
Kind of, but with a PvP aspect.
We made it 10 minutes this time.
I think we always make it around 10. I'm not gonna lie.
Basically, you go and you turn on these 3 transmitters, and then it gives you the location of the helicopter, aka the circle. And you have to loot gear. You don't start out with you either start out with just a knife, I think, and that's it. Again, reminiscent of what game mode. And then you gotta loot your weapons, and then you have to turn on these 3 beacons to find out where the extraction zone is, where the helicopter is going to land, and then once you get there, you have to hold the circle until basically you extract. And it can't take off until you fill up this meter. And of course, there's AI roaming around and stuff, and other players trying to get on the helicopter.
Okay, that's it. I mean, I admire the take on it. Battle Royale, not my thing, but maybe there's a market for this and people will enjoy it.
There's definitely a market for it.
Anything's possible.
It's got a pretty good engine, and they've had PvP in the game for a while, and it's pretty decent. I'm not a PvP guy by any means. I do enjoy Ghost Recon's PvP. I think they took a lot of cues and whatnot from Rainbow Six's multiplayer.
What up?
Hey,
Penises.
Which isn't a bad thing, because I mean, we all seen how Rainbow Six Siege is doing, and I just don't know. I won't be playing it, but I'm sure others will. I know there's some bugs, so hopefully there's some incremental quality of life patches still coming for the game and fixing issues like that.
I also hope that, because I'd like to finish playing the campaign mode with Eliteness.
Oh, that's right. You had that one bug. What mission got bugged out for you?
Which one was it? I do not remember. Eliteness apparently does not remember either. We should move on. It's a great game. Highly recommend it. Maybe not the PvP, but,
Yeah, the rest of it's great.
10 out of 10 would play again.
Did I miss the Top Gun conversation?
No.
No.
We actually we were holding off on it.
Spoilers!
Spoiler!
No. So Omega was the one who brought this to my attention, and thanks for that. The Top Gun Maverick trailer dropped this last week, and I'm definitely interested.
Dude, I'm super stoked. It's got all the hallmarks of Top Gun. They even teased the homoerotic beach sports scene that has to be there.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed that it's not going to be with Anthony Edwards, but still, I'm super stoked. I don't care that Tom Cruise looks old as shit. I don't care that it's ridiculous premise that somebody in their 50s is still a fighter pilot. I don't care. I'm super stoked for this fucking movie.
I for one, personally hope that there's a lot more gay sex in this one.
It won't be explicit, but there will, I'm sure, be plenty of implied gay sex.
Yeah, no, I don't want anything explicit. It's just like when Leetness and I get together, just gentle touching. Single finger touch.
Just light tip touching.
light tip touching. That's what it was. Oh, God. We come up with the stupidest shit.
And they're not even drunk yet.
No, when we're sober.
I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah, I got Gatorade. It's hot as balls here.
Oh, I'm so glad it rained here, because it was hot as balls here, and it was not fun, man.
It hit like 110 yesterday. It was a little better today, like over 100 still, though.
Standing in the shade, you're still sweating your nuts off.
Yeah, the thermometer outside the kitchen window is actually in the sun in the morning, and I've never seen the mercury go all the way up before. Whatever. Did you guys know in Top Gun, Val Kilmer didn't actually want to be in the film, but he was forced to by contractual obligations?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
he didn't
he
want to do
killed
that
it if
movie.
that's the case.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
That's
Like,
kind of a shame.
his role was like so good, so identifiable, and he didn't even want to do it in the first place. But I bet
Did he say why he didn't want to do it?
He just like didn't want to be involved in the project, but he was tied into it through his agent or however.
How is he doing nowadays? I know he was dealing with some pretty serious issues with throat cancer, and I know that had put him in a pretty bad way for a while.
Damn.
He is. He's still making movies. There was a big. You're right. There was a big lapse in his movie making between 2004 and 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. But he's been in stuff. He's coming back. He's in Top Gun Maverick. He's Iceman, so he's gonna be there.
Gotta have Iceman.
Cinema Twain, I am not sure what that is. He also did that this year. Jay and Silent Bob reboot. He's doing that. Firstborn, The Super, Snowman. Yeah, they're doing Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Dude, I actually just saw the trailer for that today. It is ridiculous and hilarious and awesome and horrible and everything you could hope to expect out of a Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
I have to say that it's kind of terrifying that both Jay and Silent Bob look almost the same 20 years later.
Well, I don't know. Something that's weird to me is that, like, I don't know how I'm going to interpret Jay and Silent Bob with a skinny Silent Bob and a sober Jay. I mean, like, I know that he's not going to play a sober character. Well, he might. That might be an added twist to the movie. But I know Jason Mewes is totally sober nowadays because he had problems back in the.
Well, okay, I always thought he was pretty excellent in whatever he was in. So I just think that he knows exactly what it's like to be fucked up. He's just going to remember that. He's going to put that in his character. Same old character. I can do that. I don't do crack cocaine anymore. I can still act like I'm on crack cocaine.
So yeah, the trailer was ridiculous. I mean, it just.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, in true like Kevin Smith form, when he does his like self-aware, not serious movies, it's like super star-studded with cameos. Like the trailer is basically a long cameo reel of all these famous people saying why this movie is going to be shitty, as the various characters that they are. Like, it's ridiculous. I highly recommend you watch the trailer, and I'm so excited for that movie.
Speaking of remakes, did you see they're doing Bill and Ted as well?
Yeah, we discussed that when we were talking about Keanu Reeves, who is so 3 weeks ago now. Still breathtaking.
He is breathtaking. No denying.
Did you guys know that in the first Top Gun movie, Anthony Edwards was the only actor who didn't throw up while they were in the jets?
That's awesome. That makes me respect him even more.
Tom Cruise booted all over the windshield. Val Kilmer booted all over the windshield.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I saw that movie when I was really young. I'm not gonna lie. Goose. Spoiler alert. When Goose died, I was like, I was really broken up by that. Like, it really cut deep.
Spoiler alert.
I don't think anybody who hasn't watched that movie or wants to watch that movie hasn't already.
You never know.
It's true, I guess.
It's only a 30-year-old movie.
I don't know. I still think that advertising spoilers about the Top Gun movie here in the podcast is going to put us into the danger zone.
Okay, moving on then.
Yeah. So Omega, you got a cool little side gig going on, huh?
I mean, this is my main gig right now. Yeah, I'm super stoked to talk about it since you opened the door. Some of you know that I'm a TV producer, and my usual gig is working in news. But I left that a couple months ago, and I just started working an esports gig. And I'm helping produce a series of 5 Fortnite tournaments. and it's been like super intense work. I've been working like 10, 12-hour days for like a week straight, and I've got another like 5, 10-hour days, 4 more 10, 12-hour days lined up ahead of me. But it has been so much fun, such a great experience. I've partied in the Microsoft esports studios at their flagship store here in New York City. Like, it's really cool being on like a professional multi-million-dollar esports studio stage and just getting to see how all of that works. It's super awesome.
So what are these? What are the segments about? Where can we watch them, and when?
So we are doing 5 tournaments. 2 of them are going to be broadcast live this week. On Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the Microsoft, I believe it's the Microsoft Store's Twitch and Mixer channels. We'll be broadcasting one of them. And then Thursday at 7 p.m., we're doing one for Samsung that's going to be broadcast on, I believe, the Samsung homepage, actually. And then we're doing 3 other shows that are little inside business talk here. We're taping 3 shows over those days that we're banking to be broadcast later on. And so, so there's the one Samsung show, and then the other 4 shows are all for Intel. And it's a series called the Intel Game Night Main Event. And they're doing one a month. They're going to air one of them every month for the next 4 months. And so, the first one is going to be this Wednesday, and then the next one will be August 30th, and then there's one in September and one in October.
You said 7 p.m. So that's probably Eastern time, New York time?
Yes.
Okay, 7 p.m. Eastern,
Yes.
the Wednesday the 24th and Thursday the 25th. I'm going to try to watch those.
It'll be on the Wednesday Intel show will be on the Microsoft Store's Twitch channel, and the Thursday show will be on the Samsung homepage. And I'm not sure if they'll be broadcasting on a Twitch channel, but yeah, it's super exciting.
Nice.
Sounds awesome, dude.
I've spent the last week researching everything about Fortnite and writing scripts for all of these shows. I pretty much wrote the entire scripts for all of these shows, and it's just been a blast.
Sounds cool. Sounds very cool.
Yeah, it actually led us into a nice discussion earlier in this week. Gaming chairs.
Oh,
you had an experience with those? Omega?
Yeah.
Oh god, the Microsoft Studio has these gaming chairs that are the most comfortable chairs I've ever sat in my life. They cost $400, and I really want one. And like I'm sitting at my computer desk right now in like a shitty kitchen chair, and that's what I've been using for years, and I'm just used to it, and it doesn't bug me. But after sitting in that fucking chair, it was so nice.
I don't know exactly what chairs they have there, but I can tell you, proud owner of a DX Racer, I can tell you they're really fucking comfortable. But yeah, they are. They're pretty expensive.
Yeah, I think we were discussing. So I bought my graphics card back in 5 years ago, 2013, and I spent $300 on it, maybe $350. I'm going to spend more on a chair than in my graphics card.
But you can get an even better chair for $399, and that's a great price.
It's better than $400.
It's way better than $400. $400 is a ripoff. $399, perfect.
Okay.
Deal.
Well, no, it's $399. The one that I'm looking at, I found it. It's the Maxnomic Pro Chief gaming chair. It's like a racer style chair, like DX racers. And it's just, I just melted when I sat at it. I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
I think my chair costs around $200, but it's not a gaming chair.
I just went to the Maxnomic website, the official chair of Ninja.
Yes. Yes. We're not endorsed by Ninja in any way, shape, or form.
No, fuck that guy.
Unless he wants to give us some money. If he wants to give us some money, then we'll be sponsored by him.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. If you just drive up to my house and throw just wads at me. I don't even care if you swear at me while you're doing it. Just throw money at me.
Omega, hook us up. Tell Ninja to come by and throw wads of cash at us.
Tell him I frequently don't wear pants while I'm home. So, like, half the show is already over by the time he starts throwing money.
Yeah, get right on it.
All right. So,
Division 2 is releasing Expeditions, and one of the YouTube videos I posted for us to watch, I didn't even realize this, but the more I think about it, the more it's true. Apparently, Ubisoft likes to release DLC and stuff when other games are releasing. Now, probably won't talk too much about Expeditions because it releases in 1.5, and we've kind of already covered all the stuff that they're doing there. But what's neat is I found out that Wolfenstein Youngblood also releases on the same day, and I thought there was a couple guys in here that were not really interested in it, but it was intriguing.
well, they had that interesting topic that about Youngblood being the first game that's going to have Nazi
Iconography.
Iconography. Thank you. In a game, in anything in Germany for the first time.
Yeah, since Man in the High Castle a couple of years ago, it is. Yeah, so that is kind of a big deal. I thought it was interesting because of that.
Yeah.
I might play through the game anyway, just because I'm a fan of Wolfenstein from way back in the day.
Wolfenstein 3D on floppy disk. Yeah.
Floppy, baby.
I remember saving up $20 just to buy that brand new.
I got it free. Copied from my friend. Back then, it was so easy to copy games.
My first copy of Unreal Tournament was that way. I soon went out and bought a copy, though.
That was your only way of backing stuff up, was copying it to another disk. So people used to back shit up all the time because disks used to fucking break all the time.
Oh yeah, and you had those.
My god!
You had those little containers that like you could store all the floppies in, and it was like a like files like you would put in a filing cabinet.
I had thousands of fucking disks.
I had a lot. And that's the other thing too. You could buy floppy disks in packs of like 50 or 100.
Yeah, massive, huge packs, and then they would have that like hard case that would open like, I don't know, like a mouth, like an alligator mouth.
Yeah,
it was pretty fun.
I mean,
feed me your floppies.
Anything.
Feed me floppy.
I'm so hungry. I need floppies.
That sounds exactly how it would sound if it was able to speak.
I know you have more floppy disks. I saw you back up your porn.
Always going after the porn.
It's the tastiest.
Well, there was no porn back then.
Wow.
There was. I'm just remembering 56K modems and how images used to load. Kids today.
Don't look on video, but hey, those images, man.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely no video.
That was a lame funk. You must be drinking poor, cheap stuff.
Sorry, next time I'll hold it closer to the mic.
I drank wine from a bottle today.
Whoa!
Classy.
Stepping out of the comfort zone.
While I was cooking, I decided, why not? I'll spoil myself and get something out of a bottle.
So
crazy. I mean,
it was a good day.
What year was it?
It was a rosé, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Yep.
In a pink bottle, I'll have you know.
Hey, Whatever floats your boat, man.
Most things.
Except for aliens, right?
I'm not picky.
Oh, hey, wait, did you, speaking of aliens, did you, Linus, put that, life vest on your dog and let her swim around?
Well, we haven't got the pool yet, but I did put the life vest on her. Oh shit, I forgot to take a photo of it.
Call back to the last podcast. Linus said that he was, gonna share some pics of his dog. His geriatric dog in the life vest. Is it like
She's
a Marty?
not geriatric. She's marginally aged.
I was just gonna ask, is it like, what kind of life vest is it? Is it a
She's
Royal Marine
lightly
Cruise
aged.
Line or Marty McFly?
She's only 13. That's like nothing.
Jesus.
Only 13. Yeah.
She's got at least another 50 years ahead of her.
I think my oldest dog was 15 or 16.
Shush you. She's gonna live forever. She's gonna live forever, right?
Yeah, no, that's right. I know.
Okay. Cool.
We'll
As
go
long
with
as we all know. Alright, well this is sidetracked, but yes, dog
Speaking of
photos
last
will
week's,
come.
podcast, I had mentioned that I hadn't gotten anything for my daughter because it was her birthday.
Yep.
So we did go out and shopping. Took her to Hot Topic, and I let her pick any shirt she wanted, and she picked Attack on Titan shirt. So I own my first anime T-shirt.
Huh.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Did you
Yep.
buy her the collector's edition of Attack on Titan as well?
Fuck no.
Cheapskate.
Yeah, I spent my money on other things, like, necessary things like tires.
Boo! Who needs that when you can entertain yourself?
And
See,
plus the first 2 seasons are free on Hulu.
Did you
It's
ask your
only
daughter?
3 seasons.
Did you ask your daughter if she knows and or enjoys Ghost in the Shell and or Cowboy Bebop?
No, I have not. She keeps me mentioning something academia.
The collector's edition is $15 on Amazon. Just
What?
FYI.
Okay. I might have to spend a little money on that. And does it come with all 3 seasons? Or just
It
season
says Part 1 Anglaise.
That's great.
Are you sure that's not like
it's 3
one
discs.
episode?
It's fine.
It's 3 discs for $15.
I'm sure it'll
You
be
can
fine.
get the DVD. That's Blu-ray DVD for $10.39.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's like season 1, which I've already watched.
It says collector's edition.
Well,
Just-
yeah, there's 3 seasons now.
Oh,
I'm
I
on
see.
season
Yeah,
2.
this says part 1. Okay, season 2, complete season 1. Okay, never mind. Moving on.
Moving on. Yeah, Gears had a technical test this last weekend. Well, technically, still going until tomorrow. I did not get to play it, thanks to my wonderful internet issues being out of town. And, yeah, I didn't pre-order it yet either. I know, I'm fucking slacking. My bad. I was watching it. They tried out the new arcade mode. It looks definitely different and interesting. It's kind of a hero shooter like Overwatch, mixed with CS:GO. So basically, you get kills with your hero, and you can unlock weapons and stuff like incendiary grenades and stuff as you get kills and whatnot. And it doesn't reset when you die, so you keep collecting bonuses from the start of the map to the end of the match. The other cool thing is they added kill sharing, which some people are going to hate, but I have a feeling it's going to help keep people on task, on objectives, and worry less about their KD, because all they have to do is hit the person. you hit him one time, and you get marked as killing that person when it dies, whether or not you did the killing shot or not. So I think that's going to help with objective-based gameplay and keeping people around the hill and stuff like that. From what I've seen, the movements are pretty good. The gunplay seems tight. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to a lot more people playing it because it's going to be released on Steam.
Very cool.
Yeah. That also comes out this year.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's going to be...
Kobe, I need to get a shipping address from you so that I can start mailing you anime. It's just I tried to look up. I tried to see how much a DVD box of Hibernate Renmei cost, and it just led me down a wormhole, just a black hole of anime. There's a lot of stuff here that you should watch.
Oh.
I wouldn't do it.
Don't do it.
You're gonna get like tea bags and a huge black dildo.
A rubber fist. Rubber fist in a jar of Vaseline. Oh, that was great.
Hey.
For Kobe from Bob.
Yeah. It wouldn't be the worst thing that ever showed up in my mail. I have teenage daughters. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, God. I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
What are they getting? The double fists?
No. Do you know what you can order off of Amazon?
Yeah, giant
yes.
double-fisted dildos.
And crates and crates and crates worth of maxi pads.
Yep, that's probably.
Well, that's not that bad.
All sorts of fun.
Hey,
Okay.
I'd
How
rather
many
they got
teenage
that
daughters
than
do you have?
fucking double-fisted
I haven't yet.
dildos.
Okay, the oldest just turned 14. I got at least a
Yeah,
year and a
exactly.
half.
I would much rather
You don't have to worry about that.
than a double-fisted dildo. 14.
What the fuck is
hey.
happening?
I have no idea.
The only thing that's happening is that Gobi's beautiful daughters are turning into young women and they're exploring things. And that's perfectly all right and healthy and normal and natural. And if Gobi were a good dad, which I'm sure he is, he will lovingly support them in everything they do.
I'm not buying it. Nope. They can buy that with their own money.
It's all fun and games until someone tears their perineum.
Oh yeah.
It's a party.
Then it becomes two holes in one.
I just hope it happens at her mom's house. Then I'm safe. I don't have anything to worry about.
I like where this is going.
Great place for that to happen.
Yeah. So, going straight to hell.
Dude, we got our spots reserved already. I mean, how many times now have we said we're going straight to hell?
Yeah, save me a
Like
seat
at
by the
least
fire.
4 times.
Oh, God.
At least the weather will be consistent.
At this point, we're just fighting over who gets to drive the short bus there.
I don't want to. Okay, no, somebody else can do that. I don't want to drive the short bus. I want to be the guy with the head sticking out of the bus, like a dog, just enjoying all the wind in his face. Except it's not wind; it's fire.
Hellfire and brimstone blowing in your face.
I duck my head back into the bus. It's just completely charred. My eyebrows are burned off. I'm like, whoo! It's steamy out there.
Oh, you mean like it was outside this week and it is now for you guys?
Yeah.
Just like that? Yes. Yeah. It's all the fun ways you can dress up. It's hotter than Satan's balls out. That's a fun one.
Oh shit! You know what I
Dress
forgot
it up
to do?
so it cleans it up.
I actually wanted to try frying an egg on my driveway, and I forgot. Supposed to save an egg though.
Have you got like nice smooth concrete though, or is it gravelly?
I have delicious smooth asphalt.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that
All the tar in there really adds to the flavor.
Right?
I was gonna say, make sure you put tinfoil down first.
No, the the asphalt is basically seasoning.
Yeah,
Yep.
toughens you up.
If you people have never eaten roadkill, by the way, Gary Busey has an excellent cookbook out all about how to cook and prepare roadkill. It is delicious, and part of the flavor comes from the actual gravel or the asphalt of the road. It's a wonderful thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, listen, if the roadkill's fresh, it's just consider it pre-butchered.
Right? There you go.
Semi-butchered. I mean, most of the time.
And
And
if it's been
not
out there on the
fresh,
highway for
wow.
like a couple days,
It's-
it's seasoned.
It's just aged.
It's aged
It's
meat.
aged.
Dry aged.
Fermented. Yeah, definitely not dry, but it's aged. Damn sure.
In olden
dude.
days, feudal lords would hang their meat for weeks before deeming it fit for consumption. They also died of ptomaine poisoning and blamed it on ghosts.
I knew there was a downside somewhere in there.
Well, fun historical
Somewhere.
fact,
Hidden.
the reason for the famous spice trade in the Spice Road was because Europeans were desperate to cover up the taste of rotten meat, so they imported all the spices they could from the Eastern world, and that led to the world as we know it today.
It's true. It's where we get all sorts of spices. It's where we get the Spice Channel, too.
Well, that's
Spicy
also why,
meatballs.
that's why Europeans are
And Spice Girls.
so well versed in making
And the Spice
sauces
Girls.
and-
Thank you, Marco Polo, for the Spice Girls.
Just thought.
By the way, they're still doing their concert tour in the UK. If anyone's interested, they're still. You missed the one this month, but September 20th. You still totally go.
I'm in.
September sounds like a busy month.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's
It is
good.
gonna be fun. So, what else we got on the topic list for this evening?
In the original,
Just one last thing that we can make last a while.
I just want to say in the original Top Gun movie, Tom Cruise actually had to wear lifts in his scenes with Kelly McGillis because Cruise is 5'7", while McGillis is 5'10".
Damn. 5'7"? That's how tall
Yep.
Tom Cruise is?
Dude, Tom Cruise is a little mini man. They do a lot of creative camera angles and other things to hide it in his.
Wow.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
You just want to pick him up and
He's
give him a big
basically the
hug.
same size as me.
You're so
you also-
tiny.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
also-
oddly enough, though,
Yeah.
his height does make him perfect to be a fighter pilot.
Yep, that's true. Height is definitely a disadvantage in the cockpit. So.
You said cock.
Yeah.
And somewhat related,
so,
we just
we-
passed the 50th anniversary of the Apollo moon landing,
We did. BBC America had some great shows on for the anniversary.
and height is also a severe disadvantage to your chances of becoming an astronaut.
We said this. We brought this up a while ago. Okay, it wasn't on the podcast, but you remember the Space Force? America's got a Space Force now. We got a Space Force, everybody.
Yes.
Suck it. Space Force needs to be entirely midgets or people of short stature, however the fuck you're supposed to say it these days. I don't give a shit. They need to be small people.
Vertically challenged.
Yes, 3 to 4 feet, no taller than 4 feet. We have small people up in space. It costs less to put them up there. They need less food and less oxygen. They can get into tight spaces, and we don't have to build the space station so big because they don't need as much headroom. It is cost effective, it is logical, and it will make us dominate in space. This is my dream for America's Space Force. Niggle
Sounds
2012.
like a... I'll vote. You got my vote.
We might go into hell to there's a special section of hell over there for you guys. Yeah, we went there.
I don't see what's so bad about me demanding entertaining and useful employment for people of smaller stature.
Oh, and it's got to be videotaped too, right? The entire time?
Oh, fuck yeah. No, make a reality TV show about it. That's like half the budget right there.
Hey.
It just comes from reality TV show.
and they can cast Snooki. I mean, that will pull a lot of, TV ratings
That's
right there.
true.
And she fits the bill.
Yeah, she's like, what is she? 3'8", 3'9", somewhere in there. Yeah.
Are we counting with the hair or without the hair?
It doesn't matter. Well, we're gonna have to shave that off if we send her into space. Can't have that floating around on the International Space Station. The hair is just gonna get everywhere. It's gonna get in the machinery.
I don't know. If they leave it on, she could just stick her head out on re-entry, and they could use it as a heat.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. I was more thinking that we would just send her into space as sort of like a lab rat, because we take animals into space to do experiments in zero gravity on them. So we just take her up there and whatever, shoot her out in airlock, see what happens.
Snooki.
Oh, gosh.
That South Park episode. Or she's like Gollum.
God. Yeah. That Space Lock episode was in Lost in Space too.
Oh, cool.
The crappy villain.
Yeah.
When she yeah. Again, great show. You should watch it. I think season 2 is supposed to come out this fall too. I think they were rumoring around September, so hopefully September, October, we get the next installment of Lost in Space too. It'll be a lot of fun.
In the original Top Gun movie, the F-14 pilot who flipped the bird at the MiG pilot was Scott Altman of VF-51, who eventually became a NASA astronaut, flying as a pilot on 2 missions and as a commander on 2 more missions.
Nice.
Was an astronaut in that movie.
And just keeping up public relations. At what distance?
International relations.
The one fact in here that I skipped over because I think this is really interestingly worded. So it says, in order to stay in character, Tom Cruise would sit far away from the rest of the cast in between takes. That just sounds like he's a dick. He didn't want to hang out with the rest of the cast in order to stay in character.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like method acting, a lot of times just sounds like an excuse to be an asshole.
Right. With very few exceptions, I think one of them is Christian Bale. But for all intents and purposes, yeah, I agree with you.
Well, like, who's the guy that played Joker in the movies after Heath Ledger?
Jared Leto.
Oh.
Yeah, like he was just apparently a colossal asshole to everybody, and he stayed in character the entire time, and he was just like constantly being shitty to everyone.
Maybe,
like there was nothing but reports of just everybody hating him on set.
Maybe it wouldn't have been such a problem if he had invented a better character.
Oh my god. It was the worst iteration of Joker ever. The movie's one saving grace was his. I drew a blank on her name.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah,
Margot Robbie. She played Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. That's the name I was thinking of. Harley Quinn, and actually
nailed that character.
Deadshot wasn't horrible. He was better than I thought he was going to be.
Will Smith actually did a real good job with that character. I liked him in that movie. Whatever. That's a. So for those of you just joining us, welcome back to the GS Movie Podcast. We're discussing our favorite movies. We moved on to what the fuck was it called? Justice League or some shit?
No, Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, that's the one. Alright, yeah, that's how much the movie stuck with me. I liked some of the characters in there, and I just didn't like most everything else.
I liked the Suicide Squad from the Arrow TV shows and the Arrowverse way better.
Never saw
Deadshot was better. It's a hit or miss. He's like Batman, but with a bow and a motorcycle. I mean, he's got his red sidekick, aka Robin. Then there's Black Canary in there. He's got his own like little group of superheroes and whatnot. It's a decent show. I kind of stopped watching after 6 seasons. Deathstroke is in there, and the guy who plays Deathstroke does a really good job. Arrow does a really good job. Oliver, what the fuck's his name in real life? He played Casey Jones in the last Turtles movie.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. I don't know his name. Fuck. But I know him.
Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell.
Oh, Stephen.
Yeah. He does a great job. And then, of course, there were spin-offs that came off of it, The Flash and Legends Tomorrow. The Flash is another good one, but again, you can only take so many superheroes for so long. I think he's on like season 6 or something now, and Arrow's on like season 7 or 8.
Yeah, looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Dead
anyway,
makes for a great podcast.
Yeah. Well, we're all reading. We're reading up on the movies. Because this is what our normal conversations are like. We go along until we discover something that we don't know anymore. Then we all just like quiet down for a couple of minutes. We Google it. We read. And we're like, holy shit! Look at all this stuff. That's why we're such fucking fascinating characters.
That's why I'm so
you're
fucking funny.
reading. What game are you looking forward to that's coming out this year, Lee? So it's got to come out before December 31st of 2019.
I was going to say Cyberpunk, but I saw that that's next year.
Yeah, April next year.
That's about it.
Christmas season that's catching your eye?
I mean, what? I don't even know what's actually coming out this year, other than the only one that I've been looking forward to is Cyberpunk coming up that I'm really keen for. I guess the only other thing that I'd think about maybe that's not even ready yet. You guys go. I'll come back. Come back to me.
Omega?
A lot of them we've already talked about in recent weeks. Master Chief Collection, I'm really, really excited about. I'm really looking forward to Borderlands 3 no longer being an Epic Store exclusive. I'm looking through a list right now on Game Informer of upcoming schedules.
Pause.
What?
Rewind. What was that about Borderlands 3?
They signed a 6-month exclusivity deal with Epic Games, so after 6 months it'll be coming to Steam.
Jerks.
Oh, okay. I thought they got rid of that. That's what I thought you had said. My bad.
No. Yeah, so once it comes to Steam, I'm really looking forward to getting that. And I'm looking through a list of other games that are still set to come out. Nothing is like super jumping out at me, to be honest.
The only one that I can see that stands out to me now is I didn't realize it was this year, is Jedi Fallen Order. That's the only one that I can think of that would be good this year.
Yeah, it comes out in like November, I think.
Yeah.
So be
in my opinion.
Jedi.
I don't...
Was that on your list, Omega?
No, it's been a while since I've played a Star Wars game that I really liked, so I'm not super...
It looked cool. I mean, the video looked good. Yeah, but other than that, nothing really grabbed me either.
My general rule for Star Wars games is wait for the reviews, and like I've been really turned off by the whole Lego Star Wars franchise.
How dare you?
Sorry, I'm not 7 years old.
Yeah. What about you, Nigel?
If anyone a long time ago ever played a game called Dwarf Fortress, you'll remember that it was sort of ASCII art, and it was kind of low res. Well, they're redoing it. They're making like proper graphics and they're updating it and bringing it to Steam. So that one's on my wish list. It doesn't have an announced date. It's pending, but I hope that it comes out this year, and I'd like to pick that one up because I had some good times when I was much younger playing Dwarf Fortress.
Yeah, I'm really with you on that one. I've been playing RimWorld for a long time, and I got DrNiggle into that. And RimWorld is heavily inspired by the Dwarf Fortress gameplay.
You gifted me the goddamn
And-
game, man.
Yeah, and but I've always just been so turned off by Dwarf Fortress's graphics. And yeah, there are like graphics packs that you can install yourself, but I'm also really excited for an official graphics pack coming out and the game being released. And I mean, it's honestly kind of a sad story, the fact that it's even getting released on Steam at all with this official graphics pack, because the developer, his name escapes me at the moment, but he had always stood by the promise that the game would be free and available for anyone. And even with this version coming out, the original ASCII version will always be free, I'm sure. But the developer's son's having some major health problems, so that's the reason he's selling the game now with this graphics pack, so that he can pay for his kids' medical treatments.
Mm.
So I'm definitely planning on supporting the game.
I occasionally pop onto the Steam page and just drool over the preview screenshots.
Yeah, so not much to be excited for as far as, but what about you, Gobi?
Yeah, what about you, Gobi?
I got a few on my list. Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Gears 5 are my two big ones. Gears 5 being more so than Ghost Recon, but coming in a close second. And then definitely Halo Master Chief Collection, assuming that it actually comes out this year. I'm hoping it does, but there's still no solid release date yet. The new Call of Duty is kind of half on my radar. I think it's got some cool things going for it, but I don't know if it's enough to make me buy it, especially where it's being sold on PC.
What is this, like COD 4 or 5?
Yeah, it's the original Modern Warfare redone a second time now, with basically better graphics and stuff. Well, they originally did the original one, and then when they released Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter, I think that was what it was. You could buy the special edition or whatever, and you got a copy of Call of Duty 4 Remastered, which was basically the original game, just with an updated graphics pack, controller support, and bot support. So it was more in line with Treyarch titles like Black Ops and Black Ops 2 and 3 and 4. It was a decent game, but the new one, they're adding crossplay and a whole bunch of other stuff, which is kind of neat, but it's only being sold on Battle.net, and I just don't see it selling well on PC.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, Battle.net, I think, is a great store for some games, but I just don't know if they really have that Call of Duty fan base.
Yeah, you know what they're trying to do, though. They're trying to expand their... yeah, whatever. Boring marketing shit. They're trying to expand their audience so they can draw them into the games that they originally had on Battle.net. And I'm with you. Battle.net, I mean, is fine for Diablo, for Overwatch, for StarCraft, for WoW, for all that shit. It's fine, but it's not anywhere near as close to a gaming client as, say, Steam or the Epic Store, or even, I dare say, Uplay or Origin.
Yeah.
I just generally don't like it too, because every single time I open it up, I gotta wait half an hour for each one of my games to download a 2 megabyte patch that came out. They come out every Tuesday, which is kind of a good thing. I don't know why I'm complaining. I'm tired. I'm cranky. I haven't had my juice.
I haven't had my juice yet.
Dr. Dickle needs a popsicle.
I do need a popsicle. And a Freezy Pop. One for each hole, please.
Oh, was it? Oh, it was the college show, Blue Mountain State, where they stick the ice rods up the guy's ass.
This is great.
Yes. Yeah. Good show. Anyway, we should probably get this one wrapped up. A couple of us got some things to do. So again, I just want to thank you all for listening, and thank all you guys for joining me. It was a great time again. Thanks again.
Later. Bye.
Peace out.
Chesticles.
Bye.